everyone, if you're watching the recording. We've just gone through basic factorizing and the quadratic formula, but I will send out some info to make up for the missed first 10 minutes. Might even redo the recording when there's no one. So if we had hopefully this works. Do we have any idea how to factorize this? Or do we need to go over factorizing normally? Would that help? If we went over some just general factorizing and then we move into quadratics? I will take that as a yes. All right, let me find some factorizing questions. And we'll start simple and get more complicated. Let's start super simple. How would we factorize that? Let me bring up some practice questions so I spend less time thinking. Any ideas?
3x outside the brackets, and then inside the brackets, it's just 2x plus. No, 2 outside the brackets.
Yeah.
And then inside the brackets, it's 3x and then just 1.
Yeah. Let's ramp up the difficulty a bit. I'm using what you guys need as a way to guide this. So I think we might do factorizing today. The next session we'll do quadratics and factorizing them as well. Make it a bit more complicated.
Seven outside the bracket, and then inside the bracket you just have 2x minus 1.
Yeah. So if those guys are not responding, just let me know if this is too easy. But I'd rather make sure we've got the process down pat. What about double brackets? So if we have, let's look at it. Well, let's start with expanding actually, and then we'll work backwards. So I think we'll go through expanding double brackets and factorizing double brackets as well. So take 30 seconds to figure that one out, and we'll go through it. I had thought this was going to go one way, so I'll come up with on the fly a different idea. All right, any ideas?
X squared plus 13x plus 40.
Perfect. How did we come to that answer?
You get when you expand it, you get x squared plus 5x plus 8x plus 40, and then that just simplifies down to what Molly said.
Like terms. What if we've got once I know you guys have got expanding down, we'll jump into some factorizing. Again, take 30 seconds, 60 seconds, however long you need. Once you've got it, feel free to blend it out.
Two y squared plus 8y minus 42.
Perfect. So we've got two y squared plus 8y. Everybody get the same answer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I think you guys are good with expanding, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we need to do some work on factorizing before we start jumping into parabolas and the hardcore quadratics. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Factorizing, just going to jump straight in, make something up, hopefully it works out. Plus, again, we'll start simple. That should work, but we'll find out in a second. So you got 30 seconds to factorize that. What's the first step? Doesn't matter how simple the formula is or what it is. What do you do first?
Find the HCF of 16 and 20.
Yeah. So, and we'll start with this simple one and we'll go up to the double brackets and spend a bit of time there. This never changes the factor. I'm going to shut my doors. Keep it to that. Any ideas?
I got 4g outside the brackets, and then inside the brackets, I got 4h plus 7f.
Perfect. So highest common factor is 4. On this side, we've got 4g. The highest common factor here is 4, but it's also 4g because it's common across both. So we've got 4g brackets, we would have 4h plus 7f. Again, not going to spend too much time on these simple ones. I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. And we'll jump into double brackets and quadratics. A lot of the time I come up with questions and they don't work. I don't know why I'm putting that. Right, again, 30 seconds. Find the HCF. All right, so HCF here is 7. 7 by 3, 7 by 11. So we put 7 on the outside of our brackets. We can also see that W is common between them. I know this is probably revision for a lot of you guys, but let's do it anyway. 7, 21 is 3. WZ. 7 by 77 is 11. So the answer that you got?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Everybody make sure everybody's on the same page. Try and find some practice questions. Okay, is everybody good with that stuff? The simple factorizing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get into some double brackets. Factorizing quadratics. I'll go over quickly because now that I'm actually recording what the quadratic formula actually is and what it looks like. And we're going to start with, so I know you guys are already seeing this, but I wasn't recording, so. So this is our quadratic formula. B and C are knowns. Oh, sorry, A, B, and C are knowns. A cannot equal 0. When we put a quadratic into a graph, and we increase the values, that's what we should end up with. And we'll actually go into building the graphs next week or in the next recording. I've got a couple of catch up, and my voice still is not 100%. X in this case is the unknown variable. So if we look at, I'm just going to use some examples. Okay, let's look at factorizing. We leave x squared, and I want you guys to have a go at this. X squared plus 25x. We've got 2 sets of brackets, and I want you guys to have a go at factorizing from this form. I'm going to give everyone 60 seconds to have a go. Let's see the top of my head there. So to put it in another way, just remembered, we're putting it into x plus a, x plus b. So you guys will kick yourself when I. So the first one is going to be x, right? X squared, factorize x times x. If we go back to our formula, what's a going to be? It's not going to be 0.
It's 1.
It's 1. Very good. Well done, Henry. What would b be?
B would be 25. I got 24 with B.
Yeah, so it would be 24.
Yeah.
So we take this 24 from 25. Has anyone else got the same answer or get the same answer?
Yeah.
Awesome. What else could you? Let's see if I can. Let's do another one. I'd rather stick with like one topic a week and make sure you guys nail it, and then we'll move on to the next one. Let's do. Again, same thing, guys. Give you 60 seconds. Again, draw out your 2 brackets. You can always test your answer, expand the back. Yeah, expand the brackets back out. Sorry. So remember a quadratic formula. Ax squared plus bx equals 0. You see the top there? Or is the lighting terrible? So we're looking at, x squared, if we expanded the brackets or we put the back in, we have x times x.
Would it be plus 2 and then the other one x plus 5?
Perfect. Someone want to expand those brackets and check the answer for me?
It's just x squared plus 7x plus 10.
That's correct, yeah. Perfect. What is it about quadratics that you think you struggle with the most? You seem okay with factorizing. What's the problem with quadratics? So if we do, again, keep practicing these. I'm going to make them more difficult.
X plus 2, and in the other bracket, X plus 12.
All right, easy, sweet. You guys are nailing this. So what, Henry, do you struggle with in quadratics when you're talking about wanting to work on quadratics problems? Because I don't think you've got a problem with factorizing.
Like exponential quadratics.
Exponential quadratics, sweet. Anybody else? What else about quadratics do you struggle with? Because if we get this nailed, then we can move on to some more complex topics in the next few weeks and do. Molly, anything in particular with quadratics?
I think exponential and just like sketching quadratics.
Okay, yeah. So exponential and sketching. Anything else to do with quadratics? Because once we get this nailed, we'll leave it here. We'll make sure you guys have got factorizing done. Then we'll move on to actually sketching the graphs next week. Fingers crossed, I can actually talk for longer than 40 minutes. All right, so now I've switched around the signs. You guys should be fine with that. So what, now that I've flipped around the signs, what will we have?
Would it be X take 2, X take 12?
Perfect. So the last 10A maths class I taught, I think I've set the bar a bit low here. But this was at a school that had about 50% attendance, and they didn't actually have a methods or specialist grade 11 class, and we were trying to build one. So I do apologize if I've set the bar a little bit low for you guys. You guys are probably better than my 10A maths class that I have. Let's do one more. X squared, no, I'm going to do 2 minus signs. So again, take 60 seconds. Make sure you get the signs around the right way.
It'd be first bracket would be X minus X plus 2, and then in the next one would be X minus 12.
Perfect. So is that X plus 2?
Yeah.
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 Everybody get the same answer?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. think you guys are all good with that now. What else could we do? Sorry, I might leave it there for today again. My voice the way that it is. Now that you guys have shown that, so exponential and sketching. Quadratics. Is that what everybody is in agreement that they'd like to work on for the next couple of weeks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Finn, good with that?
All good.
So I'm going to send you guys some resources this week on sketching exponential graphs. Pop quiz. What happens to the graph if we increase the A value?
The parabola scoops up.
Goes inwards. So again, just testing where you guys are at, see where I start with. So if we've got what effect would the changing the A or increasing the A value? So I'll start with, so we'll say this is 2x squared. What if I increase to 4x squared? Or I increased the A value? Which way is it going to go? Inwards or outwards? So if I were to increase this to 4x squared, he's doing chemistry, it would squash the curve inwards. What if I decrease to, say, half x squared?
It'd get wider.
Yeah, so this would be and we'll go through why and the logic behind these graphs as well. What about if I make A negative?
Would it flip or not?
Yeah, exactly. So this would be negative half x squared. Or something, any negative A value. All right, sweet. So we will look at sketching graphs and the exponential. Quadratics next week. But you guys have got factorizing down pat. Now let's get the graphing as well and the exponential side of things. Hopefully we can go for a full hour next week. And I will see you guys there. I'll send out all the recordings again so you can go back and have a look through those as well. And I'll send out some resources about graphing the quadratics and sketching the graphs. And I will see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Cheers, Liam.
See if I'll send you all the recordings now. I'll send you to your mum so you can watch through them.
Cheers.
See you guys.